the Slate Day event taking place in London, it wasn't surprising that Luke from Comscore took a deeper dive into the UK and Irish numbers, but the general trends he highlighted were of interest to everyone. Opera has traditionally been a mainstay of event cinema programming, but it's now well recognised that those older audiences which the genre appeals to have been the most reluctant to return to their local cinema. However, it wasn't all bad news, with anime titles having seen a significant increase in popularity and an increase in box office revenue from 1.2 million in 2019 to 3.4 million in 2022, which saw the genre overtake the popularity of opera. Another key growth area has been preschool content, which has seen around about a 50% increase in popularity. That's getting into nearly just under £1 million last year. It also seems the audience's viewing habits are changing too, with encore performances becoming far more popular for certain genres. The growth and popularity of preschool market relied heavily on multiple screenings being made available, with two highlighted titles, Superworm Zog and Pippi and Posy, seeing nearly 2/3 or more of their audiences attending those subsequent performances. The same was true for the UK's #1 event cinema title last year, which was the National Theatre Live's Prima Facie, which took over 25% of its impressive 5.4 million box office total from screenings that followed its initial one-night debut. National Theatre's Live's Leo Jordan, Senior Manager of Marketing and Distribution, spoke a little bit more about the success of Prima Facie during the panel, describing how the gift that kept on giving benefited from a clever digital marketing campaign that included preview screening for around 40 influencers that subsequently reached between 5 to 6 million individuals via organic social media coverage. Influencers are massively underutilized for film, and to be able to identify which influencers are out there that might have an interest in your content and to bring them in early into the screenings is something I think we're going to be seeing a lot more of over the next few years. With a good degree of social listening, you can actually pick up on the kinds of people that will be interested in talking about your content. And then, with the right kind of tool like Brandwatch, you can actually also pick up their reach and the level of engagement they're actually having with their fan base as well. And that's another criteria that you could potentially use to make sure that you're picking the right one. Returning to the success of Prima Facie, Leo also stressed the importance of online data and the targeted use of series of alternative versions of the trailer, which helped generate 3.5 million views. This is a point reinforced by Groovy's Neil Wirasena during the presentation, Maximizing the Audience's Return, a brief and concise summary showing how Groovy can help both exhibitors and distributors most effectively identify and target potential online audiences and convert them into actual paying customers. Another successful genre in 2022 was the live music concerts, with K-pop and bands like BTS, Permission to Dance, doing phenomenally well, as reported by Celluloid Junkie. 21st century pop icons BTS broke the global event cinema record with a worldwide box office gross of $32.6 million. Another live in-concert stalwart continued to have success last year with Andre Rio's 2022 Maastricht concert, outperforming BTS in the UK, where its nearly £1 million box office total made it the second most successful event cinema title of the year. What's interesting to note is that pop and rock concerts still generate the vast majority of their revenue from the more traditional event cinema model, with the likes of Coldplay, Westlife, and Little Mix relying on their initial cinema performances for most of their revenue. However, what has changed in recent years is the fact that many of these live screenings are now taking place at the weekend at a time when cinemas have previously been reluctant to remove regular film performances from their schedules. Looking ahead, the panel of industry experts at the ECA offered just one note of caution, and this was the recognition of the fact that older audiences are still proving slow to return to cinemas, which may impact on the availability and range of content aimed at them. But overall, they were very positive about the future, with predictions that included the continued growth in popularity of anime and faith-based content internationally, the continued scheduling of screenings at a prime time on Friday and Saturday evenings, encore performances becoming more popular thanks in part to the benefit of word of mouth and audiences expecting greater choice. But this was not necessarily at the expense of some one-night-only performances which can still benefit from their perceived exclusivity. That's all for this week. Thanks very much. Goodbye.